Army confirming that 4 Jawans have been killed in this firing that has taken place in the Bathinda camp this morning. In fact, this is rather unfortunate. This information coming in that there have been 4 deaths of 4 Jawans in the firing is what we are learning. Firing inside the Bathinda Military Station, 4 people have died. A case of fratricidal killings in all probability is what we are picking up. Not a fit of rage kind of incident planned by 1 or 2 individuals. The army confirming that 4 Jawans have died. Worryingly, a rifle in fact was missing from the camp. And this is the information that we are getting at this hour. Gaurav continues to be with us. Gaurav, the army confirming indeed that 4 Jawans have been killed in this firing. So we have an official statement from the army about this firing and that 4 people have died.
The Southwest Command of the Indian Army issued a statement saying that the first shots were fired around 4:35 in the morning. What we've been able to glean from our sources in the army, that this is a medium artillery regiment where this incident had taken place in or around the army officers' mess. And the shooter then remains at large. Bathinda is a very sensitive and a huge military station. There are multiple units located. A quick reaction team was mobilized to isolate the shooter, and then multiple other formations. They've also provided assistance. That area has been sealed. Even the police haven't been permitted inside the area where the shooting has taken place. As of now, that's the information we are getting. The police, of course, confirming that this is not a terror-related or unlikely to be a terror-related incident, because Punjab, remember, is a very sensitive border state. What they are indicating is that this is Army's internal matter, and the Army should be able to give out more information as soon as, whether it's Army aviation assets or Army special forces or QRTs of other units, whoever is able to reach out, isolate the shooter and neutralize the shooter, more details should be available.
All right, be with us, Gaurav. Just coming back to you for more on that. Kamal, my colleague, is also getting us the very latest on that story from Chandigarh. Kamal, what more can you tell us as far as the kind of work that is being done to ensure that the families are safe here? This is, at the end of the day, a military station, and there would be families living around in this entire area.
Since the incident happened at 4:35, most of the people were still inside their own houses. This is when, obviously through informal and formal communication, a message was passed on, especially the family members and to the children, that they should stay inside, that there is an active situation. And remember, even post 6 hours, it remains a very fluid situation. The army statement is very clear that 4 Jawans have been killed. They're still investigating into the matter about 1 Insas rifle which went missing with 28 cartridges. That is where an investigation has to be launched, but saying they're jointly investigating this case with Punjab police. But meanwhile, this seems to be a dastardly attack which has been carried out where 4 Jawans have succumbed to their injuries. The gunshot wounds are clear that the weapon has been utilized. Whether it is the same Insas weapon is also a matter of investigation. But what is seen and is very clear is that this is not a terror attack. The army statement also reiterates that. The police has been saying it since the morning that this is not a terror attack, but this also means that it's all likelihood that this is a fratricidal. That means a shootout which has been carried out from the inside, and perhaps one of the army personnel may have carried out, or a person who has come inside. Now we all know, as far as the measures put in by the army are concerned, that all the gates are usually locked down. Any sort of access control is only through the armed forces, and this is where this is a very stringent norm as to how civilians are really allowed inside the area. The incident happened at 4:35, which also gives point that this could have been no normal incident. But now that things are actually emerging that this is possibly a fratricide incident, the army is obviously looking out for that one person who's carried out this shootout. Clearly, the moment they get hold of the person, whether dead or alive, that is when things would become very clear. But meanwhile, the QRT has been pressed into service, and the army has obviously requested all sides not to speculate or not to cause rumors. But meanwhile, an active situation continues in the Bathinda Military Station.